Hope you enjoyed our little exercise with Streamlit application and different asset type dashboards. Time to move on. Today we are going to talk about one of the important indicators in the stock analysis, which are simple moving averages or SMAs. What are they? They are indicators that help smooth out price data by calculating the average closing price of a stock for a specific period, which give a user more clear view on trends. Primarily, we will focus today on important two steps, the 50-day SMA and 200-day SMA. 50-day SMA is considered a short-term trend indicator reflecting the stock's recent performance. It's useful for identifying trends for a price of a short term and potential buying or selling opportunities. And on the other hand, 200-day SMA is considered a long-term indicator, helping us identify the overall direction of the market for a specific stock over a longer period. It's often used by investors to gauge whether a stock is an upward or downward trend over months or even years. So what do we need to know with those two indicators? So when the 50-day SMA crosses above 200-day SMA on a graph, it's known as a golden cross and a signal for potential bullish trend. And vice versa, if the 50-day SMA crosses below 200-day SMA, it's called a death cross and indicate a bearish trend. So if 50-day SMA is above 200-day, we consider that stock is going to move up, and if it's vice versa, we consider stock is going down. With this preparation, let's create our code file which will take the data for stocks and display it for us together with SMA graphs. Task 10, stock SMA 50, SMA 200. What we are going to do, we are going to get data, display it, and display also plots. So for that, we will start with import Yahoo Finance as YF, import Streamlit as ST, where we are going to display our graphs, and import matplotlib plot as this is what will help us to build the graphs. Let's define a list of stocks that we are going to analyze. Stocks, this, Apple, Microsoft, Google. We are writing down the stock names. Yeah. Amazon, Tesla, Meta, which is Facebook, Nvidia, JP Morgan Chase, this is finance segment, V, and DIS. With this, let's start our Streamlit dashboard creation. So Streamlit title will be top 10. Let's add some description for us to remember, right? What I just said. SMA equals average. Mm. Okay. Okay. Now let's go with the loop over each stock. For stock and stocks. Finance feature of stock and history. We are going to get the data for last 3 years. Stock symbol, history, period, equal 3 years. Let's calculate now the moving averages. History, SMA50 is equal historical price and close. The attribute we are going to use is rolling. Window equals to 50. Same way, let's have 100. And let's create a plot for each of them. Figure axis equals to plot plots, figure size, on 7. Next, we are going to provide the axis information. X plot equals history. We're adding the closure price to the graph. Label equals F string with book meter. Similarly, X per SMA50 label String. Good. Now the headers for the different axes. X set weight X label. The horizontal axis will be our date. X set S will be price in USD. So it will be stock price, SMA50 and SMA200. And X set title, string, symbol, it's all ready. Now we need to display it. Okay, type plot and figures. Put all this down. Lastly, we are writing right the interpretation for us to understand. If the day SMA is above, SMA where okay, let's move from the beginning with the explanation on what we did here. We imported necessary libraries, we created a list of stocks we are going to analyze, we provided a title of the dashboard and provided the explanation for us. This is not getting any functional role. Then we started the loop for stocks with fetching the data and setting the data length to be 3 years. We calculate SMA using rolling 50 and rolling 200 mean. The close price is main input for these calculations, and that reflects the daily closer price of the stock. We're creating the plot here, which will include for each of stocks the 50-day SMA, 200-day SMA, and the closure price for every day. And then we are adding an interpretation to understand whether this is bullish or bearish trend. Now let's run it. Streamlit, run, task 10. See what we got. We can see that the table is built. Not sure why it is empty. Probably we didn't get the correct attribute from Yahoo Finance. Let's change it to previous close. for the 1, 2, or 5 years. Okay, let's take this down to 2 years. As you can see, I'm learning to do things together with you. Let's see if this one worked. This one didn't work either, so let's roll back to the original settings. And here we are. The graphs are displayed. We probably can see here with zooming, we can see the longer line, which is yellow. This will be our 200-day trend, and we can see here the green line, which is SMA50 days. So for particularly Apple, we can see the price for in April was suggesting that it should go up, and from this day we can see that it definitely went up. Here is the huge gap, and now we can see the downtrend, which is more or less reliable information again, that's showing that the price is going to decrease. Next, let's observe the Microsoft. Here we can see that it's not crossing, so we are just skipping this step. Neither does on Google or Amazon, and here we can see for the Tesla. We can see that all this time the shorter trend line is above the longer, so which means that it's suggesting the huge increase which was here, and this is the period which shows that price will go down, which again is noticeable here. I hope this was helpful for you and you enjoy it. You can increase the coverage of it with including more stocks, and next time we are going to analyze another set of SMAs, which will be 5, 8 and 13. Those are also important trend indicators. Hope to see you next time. Have a good day. Thank you and bye.